Hello weirdos, welcome back to my channel. My name is EmmaAbe and we talk about books here. Alright, so today is kind of a short video, but an exciting video because guess what time it is? It's around November time, so what does that mean? Nonfiction November. Nonfiction November is a readathon hosted by Olive over at a Book Olive. The main goal of this readathon is to promote people to read more nonfiction. I read a ton of nonfiction. This is really fun to do every year. And today I'm going to be telling you the TBR that I put together. So there are 4 prompts for this readathon, and they're one-word prompts. So I'll go through them real fast. The words this year are collection, industry, style, and treatment. Those are interesting and exciting words. In the past, I've tried to do like multiple books, but since I am in school in the fall, I figured it would be best idea to try and minimize the amount of books that I have to read for like all the readathons I'm doing, because I'm doing this readathon and the Indigathon. So I've only decided to read one book for each category. So let's get into the books. So the first book for collection, I decided to go with Yellow Woman and Beauty of the Spirit, Essays on Native American Life Today. This is by Leslie Marmon Silko, and I recently picked this up like a couple weeks ago. I just thought that this was really interesting. How it connects to collection is that it is a collection of essays. So I know it's kind of like a not exciting way to connect to collection, but that is personally the best way that I found for me to connect to collection. So there you go. That is a book that I'm going to be reading for collection. This does not have an audiobook. For industry, I decided to go with God's Secretaries, The Making of the King James Bible. This is by Adam Nicolson. I think the title is pretty self-explanatory why it connects to industry, but tell me that the modern like televangelist and Christian everything is not a giant industry. Explain to me how it isn't, and this book won't count for industry. However, it very much is, and the King James Bible is very fundamental to most modern evangelical Christianity. So I figured, hey, let's read a book all about the making of that King James Bible. This book does have an audiobook, so very excited to get to that one. For style, I decided to go with Of Beards and Men, The Revealing History of Facial Hair by Christopher Oldstone-Moore. This connects to style because, I mean, obviously, beards, they are stylish. And I got this book, it was recommended to me by the Storygraph, and I figured it was a perfect time to try and prioritize reading this during this month. I am so excited. I do not know what to expect, but look at this cover, man. It's so exciting. This doesn't have an audiobook. We'll see how I fare with 2 books that don't have audiobooks. Don't plan to read any other non-audiobooks this month. Hopefully stuff doesn't get too crazy with school. We'll see. No promises, but I'm very excited to get to reading this one. And the very last is Treatment. And for that, I did pick a book that I own, but I do not have it specifically with me. The mail has been a bitch lately to get to my apartment. There's nothing I can do about that, unfortunately. But for Treatment, I chose the book Mosquito, A Human History of Our Deadliest Predator by Timothy C. Winegard, and this is all about the mosquito, all of the lovely diseases mosquitoes give human race. It connects to treatment because obviously we have to treat these diseases, and I just wanted an excuse to read the book Mosquito. Oh, also Mosquito does have an audiobook. Well, there you guys go. That is my TBR for Nonfiction November. I am so excited. I cannot wait for November to start and get my hands on these books. Hopefully Mosquito will get to me by the time that November starts. If not, no big deal. I will be seeing my family eventually in November because of, Thanksgiving. Let me know what you guys are planning to read for Nonfiction November. Leave that in the comments down below, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Goodbye!